Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eh, si me podéis confirmar si se me escucha bien, barakallahu fikum. Vale, perfecto, genial. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin, Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Primero, buenos días, barakallahu fikum, gracias por estar aquí un día más y muy entusiasmados, inshallah, de empezar esta clase muy importante. Para aprovecharla al máximo no voy a liarme más, si hay algo en lo que comentarme sobre el proyecto, sobre lo que estamos haciendo, lo dejamos inshallah para el final y sin más doy el paso a la profesora Ashay. Un segundito, por favor. Stream. Hello, Shay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Amin.
How are
Good
you?
afternoon. I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're okay as well, and our listeners and viewers.
Yeah, and we're really excited about today's lesson.
Mm.
It's something really important and something that make us confused. Uh, so the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you. Right. Good evening or good afternoon to some. I'm looking at the clock right now. Yes, so it's an important day for everyone, just like what I have mentioned last time. This is something that will help you clarify your doubts, okay? So, your problems or confusion about English in general, okay? Especially with prepositions. So, that is one that we are going to talk about today. Now, let me take a look at some of our viewers. Okay, so let's see. Hello. So I can see that the people who attended last time were also here today. So who among you, okay, who among you were here last Saturday? Okay, let's see on the comment section. Okay. Oh, Sukaina. Hi, Sukaina. I remember your name. All right. Oh, Karima. Hi, Karima. Good evening to you. All right, Hafsa. Oh, Samya. Welcome back. Hane. Oh, yeah, Hane. I remembered your name as well. By the way, to those who were not able to join last week, I'm going to introduce myself again. I'm Professor Shay of Fitz Language. Okay, so I am an English instructor. And for today, you are going to learn something. So I will be sharing my screen after a couple of seconds. Mina, okay, Mina is here again. Hafsa, all right, hello, Hafsa. Okay, and there are lots of new names, so I'm quite happy and excited today to tell you something about grammar. So I have mentioned earlier something about the prepositions. Okay, so prepositions. Now, who among you is familiar about prepositions of location and time? Okay, let's start with prepositions of time. Okay, so who among you are confused? Let's see. Who among you are confused about the usage of preposition of time? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, let's make it shorter. Who is confused about the usage of preposition of time? Karima. Okay, Karima said that she is quite confused. Who else? Fatima, Zainab. hmm Okay, so we have a couple of people who are quite confused about it. So the I am going to give you the easiest way of explaining, okay, or knowing how you are going to differentiate, okay, so to differentiate these prepositions. First, I want you to give me a word, okay, a sentence. I want you to give me a sentence using preposition of time, okay? Preposition of time. Can you give me a sentence? Okay, a sentence about preposition of time. Let's say at. Preposition at. Can you give me a sentence? Let's see. Let's test your knowledge. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look the comment section. Oh, perhaps our viewers or audience are creating a sentence right now. I breakfast at the moment. I'm going to at 12. It's half past 8. Okay, I will go to sleep at 11. Okay, Iman, nice. I will go to sleep at 11. We can meet at 6 p.m. That's right. I arrived at 5. Okay, that's cool. Alam says, I'm going to my house at 8 o'clock. Okay, good. From Senate from Facebook, I'm going to school at 8 o'clock as well. Okay, good job. The plane will arrive at 7. Okay, so most of you guys used the preposition at when referring to time, right? Okay, so we are going to discuss that later. So now, how about the preposition on when talking about location? Location or a place, okay? Can you give me a sentence using on? On. Okay, let's see who's the fastest one in typing. All right. Okay, it's 12:01 in Spain. 12:01 p.m. in Spain, according to Devere Tete. Okay, nice, nice sentence. Okay, I'm on bed now. I'm at home. I go to Barcelona. hmm Okay, in this case, you can put this specific situation. Is it I will go to Barcelona or I am going to Barcelona? So it has to have a specific indication of the time. Okay, I am on my house. So, on is the surface, okay? It means that you're on the roof of your house. So it should be I'm in in my house, okay? Later on, we are going to discuss that further. Okay, we are going to elaborate it. I want to test if everyone is familiar. So I have seen some things to improve. We can meet on Monday, according to Karima, which is correct. I am on my chair. Okay, that's cool. All right, so for this time, we are going to have the start of our presentation for us to know how we are going to have the differences when it comes to these words. Are you ready? Are you guys excited? Uh-huh. Yes, according to yeah, to the people who are listening or watching us right now. So everyone is pretty excited. Now I am going to share my screen. So you can watch it with someone else or share it with someone you know for them to learn something today as well. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now and tell me once you can see it. Okay, so while it's loading, let me read some comments. According to Hafsa, she's also ready and excited to learn something. The same with Mariam and Fatima. The same with Abdul. Okay, that's really interesting to see a lot of comments right now. Okay, so I think it is visible now to you. Can you see it? Can you see my screen? Let's wait for a couple of seconds. All right, how about now? I think it's visible, isn't it? Can you see? Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, not yet for some. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, now yes, according to some of you. So again, welcome to our topic. So our theme yesterday or last week, if you can remember, it is about starting, okay? Starting something new. So it's like starting to learn English or starting to talk to someone who speaks in English. Now, the second theme that we are going to have is the consistency. Okay, I have here the theme consistency is the key. Okay, to improve or in learning the language, you have to be consistent. So, what is the meaning of consistent? So, let's have the meaning. So, according to this, consistency is a noun which is the ability to remain the same in behavior, attitudes, as well as qualities and consistent in. So, meaning to say, you have to always do the things that you have started for you to be able to have the progress, okay? For you to have the progress in terms of learning the language. So, consistency. So, I am really happy to those who attended last week and came here today. So, congratulations to all of you for being consistent. Okay. Now, let's have our objectives. So, the objectives of this lesson is to clarify your doubts with regard to the usage of prepositions. Okay. So it's all about the usage of the prepositions that we're going to have. Next is having the confidence in using the prepositions, and of course, to practice that in speaking form. Okay, or in this time in writing, since you guys are going to put that on the comment section, right? So prepositions of location and time. So a lot of people are confused, like what I have read earlier. Some people are confused about the usage of these prepositions. So what we are going to have is to have the simple way of correcting or explaining the words. So we're now going to have the meaning. Okay, the meaning first. What is a preposition? So, according to the definition, a preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, okay, a pronoun, or noun phrase to show direction, could be time, place, location, spatial relationships, or to introduce an object. But today, we are going to focus on the time and the location or place. Okay, again, if we're gonna go back, the topic is about prepositions of location and time. All right, for you to be able to use this in a sentence. Okay, so first, I want you to look at this. What do you call this? Can anyone name this thing to me? Uh huh. Can you type it on the comment section? What is the meaning of this object, or what do you call this? What kind of shape is this? Uh-huh. Let's see it from the comment section. Mm-hmm. Any guess? Triangle. Okay, triangulo in Spanish. So triangle, that's correct according to Luna, who's the first one who answered. So yes, this is a triangle. So in knowing the differences with the in, on, and at, we have three major prepositions about location and time. Okay, so this is a guide for you to know the differences. So it is going to be divided into three. So in, on, and at. All right. So what are the differences? In is the big, okay? The big meaning, okay, or the big thought, yes, the big thought. On is the second one, the middle or smaller details, and at is the very specific. So general, the in is the general, on is the more specific details, and at is the smallest detail of something. So later on, I am going to give you, okay, I'm going to give you a sample. So in, on, and at. In comes first, second is on, third is at. Okay, next, it could also be inverted or the other way around. We call this inverted pyramid or inverted triangle. So at comes first, but that's the smallest detail. On at the middle, and in talking about the generic, or the general rather, general idea. Okay, so it could be in, on, and at, or at, on, and in. Okay, later on, we're going to discuss that in a sentence. So let's have a quick test. Okay, let's have a quick test in terms of prepositions. So with the sentence, he will wait 3 o'clock, then he will have to leave. What is the preposition when it comes to time? Let's say 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Is it in, on, or at? Okay, so an answer from Jean Hain. According to Jean Hain, it's at. Okay, so that is okay. Let me check on the other answers. Some says in. According to Chima, it's in. According to Senate, it's at. Okay, so to those who answer the word or the preposition at, that is correct. So he will wait at 3 o'clock because at defines specific time. Okay, again, we use at when talking about specific. So that includes number at 5 a.m., at 4 a.m., at 12 noon, or 12 p.m. So it depends, all right? It depends on the specific time. So in all the time that we are going to use with the number, we use at 12, at 1, at 2, at 3, and so on. Okay? We always use the preposition at. Okay, so that is how you're going to use that in a sentence. How about this one? I like the smile blank her face. Is it in, on, or at? I like the smile, okay? The way she smile. On, according to Sonnet. Okay, that's a quick answer. How about others? So Karima said on. Habiba said in. Uh-huh. All right. So let's talk about that. Some says, according to Alam, it's at. Jade said in. So with this part, okay, everyone, when we say or when we describe something, we have to consider the location. So in this case, I like the smile on, okay, on her face. So it means that it's on the surface of your face, okay, of her face, on her face. We cannot use in because in means inside, okay, inside her, which is something that you will not see. Okay, at is specific, but we are referring to the thing that you can see on her face. Okay, for example, I have makeup on my face. Okay, I have a coffee stain on my face, on the surface of your face. Okay, is everything clear? All right. I saw Jade was laughing at the moment. Not inside, okay, not inside the mouth, but only on the face. Hafsa said okay, she understood. So good job. That should be on her face. That's correct. Read, learn on her face. Okay, great job, everyone. Okay, so let's talk about this part. So, this is how you are going to understand the differences when it comes to the preposition of in, on, and at when talking about location. So, inside, okay, for example, I have a box. I have a box and I am going to put something inside. So it means it is enclosed, okay? Enclosed. And when we say on, it's on the surface. There is a, let me find an object. There is a mug on my hand, okay? So there is a mug or a cup on my hand, on the surface of your hand. Okay, what is on your table? If you are on the table, okay, or if your computers are on the table, I want you to tell me what is on your table right now. Okay, if there is a possibility of sending a photo, that will be great for us to know if that is the right location. So type it down on the comment section. All right, let's see. Laptop on my table, right? I have a laptop on my table, on the surface of my table. Okay. hmm Good job, Hapsa, for that. There is a computer on the table. That's correct. On the surface. hmm In my table, I have books. Oh, in this case, Fatima, you have to say on my table, or I have books on my table. So the subject should come first, which is I have books, okay, on my table. All right. I have book, so you can put an A there. I have a book, okay, so kinda, or I have books on my table. I have chocolates. Nice. I have chocolates on my table. Okay, I have a laptop and a notebook on my table. I have books on my desk. That's good. I have a case and a notebook on my table. Good job, everyone. So you were able to use that correctly. Now, what about in? Okay, what is the most important thing In your room, in your room, what is the most important object? For example, for me, the most important object in my room is a blanket, okay, to cover when it's cold. A blanket. Blanket is an important equipment or thing or object in my room, inside my room. What about you? Your bed. That is practical. That's good. So the most important object in my room is my mirror. Oh, that's good. That's a good choice, Mariam. According to Farida, it's the bed as well. The pencil. Wow, Zainab. It's the pencil. Okay. Books for Sokaina. Habiba. Oh, your PC is expensive. All right. So basically majority answered the bed. Yes, that's the purpose of the room anyway. It's to sleep. All right, that's good job everyone. You use it perfectly. Now let's talk about at. Okay? This is just the start. So at talks about specific. Okay? I am at the office right now. I am at the office right now. So at talks about the specific location, okay? For time, that is a specific time, and for location, that is a specific location, okay? I am at the office right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to this. This is the most important, okay? The most important thing that you have to know. This is how you are going to differentiate the words, okay, or the prepositions. So like I said earlier, in is the general, the bigger or the biggest idea. For on, that is smaller, okay, and at is the smallest, okay. So bigger, smaller, smallest. All right, that's how you're going to have the inverted triangle or pyramid. So we have here on the other side, which is this, that is the time, okay. So when you are talking about longer time, that's how you're going to use in, okay. In the 1800s, okay, my grandparents or great grandparents were born in the 1800s. So in the 1800s. So that's been a long time already. Okay. In talks about longer time, like century, like 1800s, decades, 80s, 90s, and now we're on 20s. That's 2020. So 80s, that's 1980s, right? And years. So talking about years, in 1981, we have a lot of islands in our city. That doesn't make sense. But in talks about this specific time, okay? Longer time, talking about years. So in 1970, people used to have horse as a form of transportation. Okay, in plus the year. All right, we don't say at 1970. It should be in all the time. Okay. Next, we have months. Okay. So in December, I will go to Spain, for example. So in talks about um, a specific month in December. Okay. In December. We also use that when talking about the weeks. Okay. The weeks. In 2 weeks, I will have my holidays. Love that. So in 2 weeks, in 1 week, okay, in 3 weeks. So we use in when talking about centuries, decades, years, months, and weeks. All right. If you are going to have the days and the weekends, That's the time that you're going to use on. So it's going to be on Tuesday. So if it's in November or in December, it should be the day should be on uh, on Thursday. Okay, on Thursday or on Monday, we are going to have a practice, for example. All right. So, on talks about the day because that is more specific. All right. More specific or smaller detail. All right. So, for example, if that includes the month, the day, and the year, that is a specific time. So if you have the full date of a specific time or thing, you have to put on, let's say on May 7, all right, on May 7, 1964, okay, or on the seventh day of May 1964, we had the first launching of our company or with the launching of our company. All right. So that is for on. Let's say on my birthday, I will have a party. So on my birthday, on Friday, we are going to drink. On Friday, we're going to go to another country. Okay. And on the weekend, we are going to go to the cinema. All right. So, yeah, according to Eman says, I will go to the cinema on Friday. Exactly. Because you are talking about the day. Okay. On. I will go to Spain on Thursday or Friday. I will go to the cinema on Friday. So on. All right. Smaller or more specific details of something. Now, if you are talking about the time, okay, the specific, okay, the most specific time, you have to use at, talking about hours. So if you put hours on your sentence, it has to be at. I will, I typically eat breakfast at 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. Okay. I eat my lunch or I take lunch at 12 o'clock and I usually go home at 5 p.m. All right. So how are you going to use this on your end? How are you going to use these times? For example, if I use it, let's say at 7 a.m. is or 7 a.m. is the usual time that that I take my breakfast, or at 7 a.m. or I usually take my breakfast at 7 a.m. I take my lunch at 12 o'clock and I usually go home at 5 p.m. What do you do at these times? At 7 a.m., at 12 o'clock, and at 5 p.m. Can you share what you do at these hours? So comment it on the comment section. All right, we have 3 times. So while we are waiting for some of your answers, let's have a recap. So, in for bigger, that's years, until months, and talking about weeks. For on, that talks about the days and the weekend, specific date of something, talking about your birthday, talking about a specific day, and talking about the weekend. So there's a difference between in 2 weeks and on the weekend. If you're going to talk about the weekend, you are pertaining to this coming weekend. So practically, this is this time. All right. And at is again with the time. According to some of our viewers or audience, at 9, I eat my break. What do you mean by this? You mean you eat your breakfast or you take your breakfast at that time? I will eat with my family at 14. Okay, that's nice enough. According to Hafsa says at 8 a.m. I take metro to go to university. Okay, you can also add the to the university if you are pertaining to a specific university. Okay. Or you can put, I usually take the metro to go to the university at, or I usually take the metro at 7 a.m. to go to the university. Okay? So the supporting details must come after your topic. At 7 o'clock, I go bus. You can say, I take the bus. At 11, I will sleep. Okay, that's good. That's a good plan. I always wake up at 5 a.m. and at 8:30 I'm studying. Wow, so kind of that is an early time. 5 a.m. Okay, so I think everyone understands the usage of preposition in, on, and at when talking about time. Now we are going to have the location. So we're going to discuss location. So for location, it's the same. You use in if you're talking about the country or the city or the neighborhood. For example, I am living in Spain. So if you are living in Spain, you use in, or other countries. I live in London. I live in England. If you are pertaining to country that has, or that is a group, for example, United States, it's a states with a lot of parts. So you say in the USA, you put the same with Netherlands. You say, I live in the Netherlands. Okay. I'm living in Catalonia. Okay. That's good. I am living in Madrid. Yes, that's correct. In talks about the city. Madrid in Spain. In Madrid. That's good. Chinatown is a neighborhood. So there are lots of neighborhood that you use. For example, this one we have Chinatown. So you use in because that is a big thing or big location. That's a neighborhood. Okay. Right. I'm living in Barcelona. I'm living in Spain. Zaragoza. Oh, we have viewers from Zaragoza. Okay, Mallorca, according to Zinev. So you're living in Mallorca. That's good. All right. So on the next part, when we talk or we use the preposition on when talking about streets. So in this case, you have to put the specific street. All right. So on Oxford Street. So if that's the case for you, let's say I live in, I have forgotten the southern part of Spain wherein you have Calle Larios. Can anyone help me? The place that has Calle Larios, the famous street in the southern part of Spain. Uh-huh. Yeah, perhaps perhaps someone can remember that. Yeah, there is a place in the southern part wherein we have the, yeah, Malaga Senate. Thank you. So for example, I live in Malaga on Calle Larios. So it's the street, all right? So oh, according to Read Learn, you were in Oxford Street yesterday. Cool. Good usage of preposition on Oxford Street. So yes, if you are pertaining to the city, you use in Malaga, on Calle Larios. At is the specific. It normally has or contains the specific time or number time for the under the time, that's the number, and the same with the location. So you have to see this 734 Oxford Street. So that is a location. Okay, so for example, in Malaga, on, you have to put the street, and you have to put the number as this specific one. All right. The most specific or the very specific detail of that. All right. So you can also put it the other way around. For example, the inverted pyramid. I live at 734 Oxford Street on, and then you are going to put the corner, for example, on the corner in London, for example. So you will have to put the specific, all right, the specific time or the specific number of the location. All right. So, oh, according to Hane, this summer I visit Malaga. Oh, that's cool that you visited Malaga. I wish to come there. I live in Granada. Okay, Granada. Crucero Oquendo. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. According to De Tete. All right, that's good. So that is the difference with when it comes to time and location. So the thought is if you're pertaining to longer time and longer location, you use in. If you're pertaining to a more specific location and time, you use on. If you're pertaining to a really specific detail of something, you use at. All right? At with the number normally. Is it clear for everybody? Can you type yes or no? Depending on how you understood. All right. Is everything clear with the usage of in, on, and at now? Yes, according to Sokaina. Okay, I'm happy to hear that you understood it. All right. So since the answers are yes, we're now going to have this. This is the basic thought for location, okay? So in I am in the room. Okay, I am in my room. Where are you? Where are you as of this moment? Can you tell me your location? I am in plus the location. I am for me I am in my room or I am in the office. What's the difference? I am at the office or I am in the office? The answer is both. You can both use the words or prepositions. It could be I am in the office or I am at the office because in talks about enclosed location. So it means you are inside of something. You are inside your room, you're inside your office. You also use at because at talks about specific, like hospital, hotel, office. Those are specific location. Okay, so Luna says, I am in the office. Fatima says, I am in my room. So some are in the office and most are, oh, Devere Teddy said, I am in my salon room. Okay, salon room. Nice. I am in the home. Oh, so kinda with this one, I am in. You use in if you are talking about the thing that you can see. Okay, inside of something. So in this case, you can say, I am in my house. House is something that you can see, and home is a feeling. I feel at home. Okay. I'm going home. So home is something that we feel like a comfort. So we don't use in when talking about the house. Okay. We use at. I'm at home. I'm going home. Okay. So that is how you are going to use it. So I am in my house or I am at home. Okay. At is more on a specific one. Okay. I am in the room at home. Yes. Or I am in the room of my house. Next, we have on. So on the surface, again, on your face, you have your makeup on. We normally have that. On the table, on your wall. Okay, you have a painting on your wall. So that's one. So for at, again, it is a specific. All right. I put it at the corner of your office. It's not in the corner, but at the corner. So pertaining to a specific location. I'm sitting on my chair. So I'm sitting on the chair. Okay, or on your chair if you own that chair. Okay, so at or specific location, that is a preposition at. I am in my bathroom. That's correct. At this moment, I am in my room. Okay, I'm in the room. According to some comments. Okay, cool. So for this one, let's test your understanding. Okay, so is it clear for you guys? Is everything clear when it comes to the usage of the words? Oh, you don't put makeup on your face, Jade. Okay, yes. I have a flower on my hair. So hair. Uh-huh. Okay, so according to our viewers, everything is settled now. We're going to test your understanding. Let's see. Let's see by having this. Can you give me a sentence to describe this woman using the preposition that we have in, on, and at? Mhm. Can anyone give me a sentence that describes the situation on the photo? Let's view some comments. All right. The girl is in her room. Okay, Hafsa, the first one. Oh, yeah, I have seen this. Fatima says this girl is at her room. Okay, in this case, since the thing is more on enclosed on your end, it has to be in, okay? In her room, inside her room. In, just think that in is inside of something, okay? It it could also mean in her drawer, okay? Or in her closet, inside her closet. So that's how you're going to use in. All right. She is in a room on her chair. Uh-huh. She is in the room sitting on her chair. Okay, you can put the descriptive word sitting on her chair or on the chair. She is at home in her bedroom. Hmm. Yes, that could be. She is at home in her bedroom. Or you can say in her room. Hmm. Next is she is on her chair. Yes, she, according to Senate, she is sitting on her chair in her room at morning. Okay, in this case, that you can say in the morning. So you use at if you're talking about specific thing. For example, at noon. Noon is 12. Okay, 12 noon or at midnight. Midnight is the 12 p.m. Okay, or 12 a.m. That is the night or the middle part of the night. That's why it's called midnight. At 12 midnight, okay, at 12 midnight, we normally sleep. So that's how you're going to use it. Right. So in the morning, at night, okay, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and at night, at midnight, and at noontime. So those are the differences with the time. How about this one? Can you give me a short sentence using these words? Uh huh. Let's talk about that. Okay, let's read some comments. She is looking on her computer. Oh, how did you know? There's no head, Sinev. All right. So probably because she is in front of her computer, so she is looking on her computer. Okay, on the surface. The person in office is and sitting in chair. So in this case, the person is sitting on a chair looking at. It could be looking at a specific object or looking on the specific object on the computer or at the computer. So depending on what you want it to sound, it could be the surface, you're referring to the surface of the computer or the specific location of your object. So for example, I have a coffee. Okay, I have a cup of coffee on my table located at the corner of my table. At the corner. So depending on how I want it to sound. So according to Jin Hay, a woman used her computer on the table. That's a good sentence. A woman rests her hand on the table. The woman is resting, or you can say, is putting her hands on the table. Okay, is in front. Oh, yes, that's another preposition, in front of the computer with one hand on the mouse that is on the table. Okay, that's also possible. How about when it comes to a place? Can you tell me or create a sentence using this location? Let's see it on the comments. How about this? Spain. hmm Okay, so how about this one? Uh-huh. On? Uh-huh. According to Osaiv V on Spain. So it means this is Spain and you are here on the surface of Spain. So it should be inside. You're inside the country. All right. In Spain. Okay. I am in or I am living in Spain. Okay. Flag of. Okay. It should be of. Flag of Spain, not flag on, because you are pertaining to something. Flag of Spain, flag of London. Okay. All right. What else? Or flag of UK rather. Flag of the Netherlands. So you have to talk about or use the of thing, not on. Okay. So if you're referring to the location, it should be in. I am in Spain. So if you're talking about the movement, I will go to Spain. So it's a different story. Okay, I live in Spain since I was 3 years old, according to Refenia. That's correct. Right. So any question? Any question about prepositions? Anything that I can answer? We still have a couple of minutes to answer some questions about prepositions. Something that confuses you. So let me give you a couple of minutes to answer. hmm Yes, according to Hane, um, is this correct? Spanish flag? Yes, this is a Spanish flag, for example. If you are holding something or if you are referring to a question, is that a Spanish flag? So, yes, Spanish flag. Okay, wow. I'm happy that there's no question. Perhaps it means that you were able to understand the explanation of those prepositions. So I'm pretty happy for that. So I hope that you will be able to use that in speaking, okay? And you can practice that. It is also a good thing to practice what you are learning. If you have a friend who speaks in English, then that is a good idea. Okay. Right. So, oh, that's thanks very much. According to Ahmed, that's very interesting. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, thanks, Iman. He says he likes the class. Is on for country and in for location and at for time? Well, we use in, on, and at for both. We use in, on, and at for location, and we use in, on, and at for time as well. So in or on for country, it should be in, talking about country, in Spain, in Madrid, in London, and on talking about specific. Again, let me give you this. Okay, I'm gonna show that to you. This one. So both thing, it uses time, or it uses in, on, and at in both time and location. All right. So that's how you're going to differentiate it. Devere. Okay, where are you? I lost the comment. I think that's Devere. Yeah, Devere Tete. Yes, that's one. So, like what I have mentioned to you guys, it is good to practice it. Practice it with someone else that speaks in English. Okay. So, that is the best way for you to learn. Okay. So, if you want to have the practice, you can talk with your friend, for example, or find a specific academy that will help you with your improvement. All right. And I want to ask, what do you think is the possible topic that you want to talk next week? Again, consistency. So, what are the questions, or what are the topic that interests you? All right. Oh, I there's another question. Is it correct? I live in England on Avenue Oxford at for number 43. Okay, you can start with the specific. I live at number 43 of Oxford Avenue. Okay, on Oxford Avenue in England. You start with the specific. I live at number 43 on Oxford Avenue in England. So at, on, and in. Amen. All right. So basically, that's the thing. Adverbs. Okay, that's a good topic. Okay, what else apart from those? hmm All right. According to Osivbe, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. I'm sorry. But adverbs, that's also a cool topic. Again, English is fun, okay? English is easy. All you have to do is to know the tricks, okay? To know what are the things that you have to learn for you to have a simplified English, okay? For me, English is easy and fun to discuss, because there's always a way for you to learn it in an easy way. Verb tenses, according to others, Iman says verbs, yes, and Samia says verb tenses. That's an interesting topic. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, that is all for today. Okay, again, remember that knowledge is power. So keep on improving, keep on practicing. So I'm also inviting you to join next week, next Saturday, because this is a weekly series where you learn something based on your needs. So that's cool. So I will be seeing you next week.
Yeah.
Okay, again, this is Teacher Shay of Quiz Language. I
Yeah.
think I will be calling Amin on the call.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shay.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I just have an idea. So we have a gift. We want to make a context. So we will be given this for free, our mug, you know, to the first one who use in just one sentence on, at, and n.
Oh,
So what do
that's
you think?
cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty excited for that.
So
Yes.
it's now announced. It's now announced. The
Mhm.
first one who will use, who will give us a sentence using three proposition will receive this beautiful mic for free
Wow. Can I
as a gift.
join?
You know,
Just kidding.
shipping to Philippines is really expensive.
Yeah, I'm quite excited. Let's see who's gonna be the first one.
Yeah. So and we will be generous. We will give three of them. Yeah. So
Wow.
So let's see. And you decide the winners, the first one. So
Okay. Oh, we have one. All right. But you tell me if that is a place because I'm not familiar with the place.
yeah. So
All right. We have here Hafsa. Hafsa Hanan says, I live at 120 on Balaguer in Valencia. So is Balaguer a street name or something?
yeah, I think yeah, it's a street name.
Oh, yes.
So still 2 months to go.
All right. So Hafsa, you won. Congratulations. Will that be delivered door to door
Yeah.
on their doorstep? Cool. Oh, so Kaina. So Kaina El, I'm not sure with the last name. Perhaps you can help me with this. Amin.
Yeah. El Jadawi.
Jadawi. Okay. I
Yeah.
live in Zaragoza on Plaza del Pilar. Oh, there's one
Missing.
preposition missing.
Yeah.
You missed that part. You can type again. So I'm living in Spain at Madrid on Madrid. Oh, there's two entry. Is it at Madrid or on Madrid at my home? Uh-huh. You can type it again. Karima says, in Spain, we eat at 15 on Saturdays and Sundays. Wow, that's good.
So
Karima.
I think we have a second winner.
Oh, yeah. So in Spain, that's correct. At 15, talking about specific time and days on Saturdays and Sundays. Good job.
Yeah, I think the second winner is Karima.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have another one, another Karima on the line. Karima Bum. Oh, I lost it. Bum Bolini. Okay. I live in Spain on the street Yado. Is this Rialado? I'm not sure. Fernando at 1:30. I'm not sure with this if this is time. Perhaps we can you can revise this and
Yeah.
be specific with the context. Is it the time or
No,
is
it's
it the
your
street?
house number.
All right. Let's look for another one. Today at morning. It should be in the morning. All right.
Yeah. So we
hmm
still need one winner.
Yeah, you still have a chance.
I need, so
Oh,
if
there's
you
one. hmm
that
Miriam says, oh, it should be I am living in
yeah,
Spain. Uh huh. On Catalonia. It's almost close. Let's look for another one.
I live in Spain.
Uh huh. Do you have a choice now, or have you found one? I mean, can you do the
No,
last part?
not yet.
Okay.
So I we have maybe I live in Spain.
hmm
I live in Spain on Alicante at Street Guadalajara 35.
Oh, cool. hmm Chime, right?
Yeah. By the way,
Mm.
she's my wife.
Supportive.
Yeah, but
Great
she's
job. You
yeah.
listened well. Congratulations, Chime.
I
Well
will give
done.
her mine.
Yeah, it's a fast delivery.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we got all three.
Okay, so it has been so exciting. Thank you so much, Shay,
Thank
and,
you.
and see you next week.
See you. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Vale, pues felicidades a todas las ganadoras, sobre todo, porque, mashallah, esto siempre me llama la atención, que tanto en Islamic Fundraising, el tema de las donaciones, como las participaciones en general de las cosas que hacemos, el 97% son chicas, mashallah. No sé qué estarán haciendo los chicos. Bueno, pues hasta aquí llegó la lección de hoy. No sé si tenéis alguna pregunta para mí o sobre Islamic Fundraising. Las personas, Hafsa, Karima y Sheima, por favor, escribirnos un mail a info@islamicfundraising.com con la dirección de entrega y el número de teléfono. Y inshallah os haremos llegar esta bonita taza de café con el logo de Islamic Fundraising. Sí, hermano Bilasen, tú entras en ese 3%. Barakallahu fik. Vale, pues sin más, muchísimas gracias a todos y a disfrutar del fin de semana, inshallah, y seguiremos, nos veremos, inshallah, el sábado que viene. También comentar que a partir de las personas que no nos siguen en Instagram, a partir del domingo 6, o sea, el siguiente domingo, no, el siguiente domingo no, el otro, o sea, el 6 de diciembre empezaremos un curso de inteligencia emocional, algo hiper importante, o sea, se aprenderán cosas como cómo llevar el tema de estrés, cómo aumentar nuestra inteligencia emocional, cómo afrontar las cosas, ¿no? Y lo impartirá una psicóloga, la hermana María Pérez. También, si os interesa asistir, pues nos podéis escribir a través del link, a través del canal de Instagram, del chat de Instagram. Y nada más, barakallahu fikum y hacer dua para nosotros. Salam alaikum.